Alright, late night chillin'. Some late night Xenoblade Chronicles 3 chillin'. Hi! How are you doing? How are you doing, Jesse? Hey? Wow, but yeah, we're doing some Bing chillin' out here. That's indeed the plan. That is indeed the plan there. But yeah, the doggy, she seems to be doing a little bit better. So, I believe I was streaming some Xenoblade 3 like during the day after we had like taken her into the vet and got some blood work done to see what was up with her. And the answer that we wound up getting there was, I believe the term for it was pancreatitis, I believe it was there. Basically like an inflamed pancreas, so she was in a lot of pain and like really feeling like crap there. But she's been on some antibiotics for that, and you know, a few days have passed and she seems to be feeling a decent bit better here now. She's, you know, still not 100%, but she's getting back to her regular self and stuff. So, you know, that's good to see there. Hi. Still not giving her like any other treats than like her regular meal food stuff. We've been giving her rice and ground down turkey essentially for her meals recently, something nice and easy to digest and stuff. So apart from her bedtime treat each night, which is always a dentist stick, she hasn't been getting any other treats. So there have been a couple times that she's stared longingly at that box from Anima that still has like a few treats in it. And I've been telling her, no, I'm sorry, I'll give some to you again in like a couple days time, like once things are a lot more back to normal there. But for now, it's just your regular food and your bedtime treats for you. It is the case. But yeah, let's just see here. Nah, well, I don't think we'd make a boosted command for that there. But anyway, how are you doing today, Anima, Guzma, Carvey, and Azzy? Hope things are going well today. So, I didn't really come into this with a plan per se. I don't really want to commit to the ultimate vessel. I might just like, hold on. There was a hero story that I could like start doing, right? Which there's a camp right over here. But yeah, I would object to that. I would say maybe don't do that. Is what I would say there. But yeah, Happy didn't get a hangover from yesterday, so it's all Gucci. Schnice. Schnice then. Boobity-bop. It's been a little bit of a crazy day over here, and one of the reasons I wanted to do some late night chilling is because I kind of wanted to like chat about things going on. But we might have a cutscene here in a hot sec. Oh, we have a couple things. Oh yeah, something interesting actually. I was looking into the conditions for how to do all the hero quests. Apparently that Gondor Grumblings one is what leads into Senna's hero quest or side story, whatever the heck, that thing where Bob. We have that other one which requires Rico Manana, but it's a quest for someone else, I don't know who. Apparently another one of the quests that we can do right now is Lanz's. And apparently you get his with a bit of information just in front of like the elevator, I think I saw. So I'm just gonna have a look here really quickly. But yeah, you got drunk a few hours ago with your fiance, both drunk a ton of wine together and such, went to a really nice fancy bar down in the city. It was really nice. Well, nice. Glad to hear that. Sounds like you had a good night over there and stuff. I believe it. Makes me kind of glad that I don't drink. Because yeah, that can get expensive. Celebrating your friend's B-Day. Oh, nice. Celebrating a B-Day is always a fun time there. So apparently there might be an info fragment around here or something like that. Red doodad. But yeah, drinking beer, champagne, wine, cowley. I don't know what that last one is. I'm sorry to say. I'm not quite familiar with that last one. There's a bruise on my aches of aches. Is it me or has the trading been particularly vicious lately? Is this going to be the thing for Lanz's thing? Maybe with Ouroboros around, I guess they're expecting Mobius to get more rowdy too. Yeah, maybe. And I don't know what that is either. I don't know a whole lot of curious about training. I think that's the one that's for Lanz's thing? I think? If I recall? So we can probably go ahead and like chat about that. Yeah, after getting back from the vet there and giving her that toy. She hasn't like taken it out and about. She's just left it like here in my office space in a room. But anytime that she comes down here and hangs out with me, she gets quite happy about it, and she starts kind of nibbling on it like that for a little while. Is the case. So let's see here. So what, you don't like me watching you? Is that what's going on here? yeah, curious about training, and that's shown to be like a hero thing as well. And this is for some other side quests there. Required hero, Rico Manana, required hero, Gondor. And this is Lance's thing. So this is Lance's thing, this is Senna's, this is someone else's. Well, maybe I'll just chat about this for now, so I can leave the Doggy Cam on. You know? Because, yeah. It's understandable that people are stressed and worried, what with everything that's happened. But the city folk are really starting to get up in arms about it. I guess raids were normal for us back in the colonies. We just took that kind of thing for granted. To them, fighting was something that happened in the outside world. You can understand how seeing one of their fundamental beliefs shattered is going to cause them unhappiness. Suppose. But then you've got those conservative types who are already afraid this kind of thing would happen. Seems like they're already in a state of panic. You're right, everything feels quite precarious right now. I hope everyone in the city is okay. Should we maybe talk to Monica and Travis about it all? I think we should. I hope we can do something to help. I don't really want to transition into like cutscene stuff with like hero quest. So you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna start with side quest before we do like hero ascension quests. Screw it. I was planning on starting the stream with hero ascension quests, but
everyone got their strength back.
Change of plans. Change of plans. Let's see here. Go back to the Sania band together. Make some GIF emotes this weekend from Xenoblade 1 and 2. Yes. I think Carvey had a really good suggestion for 1 and 3. Why was I saying 1 and 2? I think Carvey had a really good suggestion with a Senna one saying yippee. You know, I think that's a really good one right there. Gowling liquor, or sorghum liquor is a strong distilled liquor of Chinese origin made from fermented sorghum. I don't know what that is there. It's a type of light aroma baijiu. Yeah, I'm not familiar with it there. Your friends usually drink it because it's the cheapest. 58, I don't know what that is there. 58 degrees of what? Temperature? A spirit one can find. Yeah, yippee. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards here. Have like a Shulk one from Xenoblade Definitive Edition that says feel, and then a Xenoblade 3 one of Senna saying yippee there. 58 degrees alcohol. Do you mean 58% alcohol? Is that what you mean by that? Because that would probably make a whole lot more sense than 58 degrees, unless it's just the symbol that you use to mean like that, essentially. I'm just gonna leave the cameras on this time. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, lots of unhappy voices in the city these days. The Doyles are acting as mediators at the moment. I'm just waiting for Garrett to give me a summary of the situation. For once, I'm grateful for his meddling. I'm afraid he'll align himself with these concerned citizens in the end. So that's where we're at. Now we just have to work out how to... Whoa, that forced its way out, I'm sorry. We've got trouble. Anytime I see we've got trouble, I'm always gonna think of Fire Emblem Fates Felicia. We've got trouble. What's going on? A number of armory units have taken off without authorization. Seems they were commandeered by soldiers and civilians alike. That mask that he's wearing looks like something you'd see on a character from Xenoblade Chronicles X. At least that's what I feel like. Soldiers on guard seem to have been bribed to look the other way. Travis. It's just one thing after another. Assess the situation ASAP. Monica. This means people who aren't in the lost numbers have left the city, doesn't it? But what are they hoping to accomplish? We found them, boss. We tracked the signal of the stolen armory units. Seems they're heading towards Vinisog home. Understood. We'll head out there. Personally? Naturally. Prepare for immediate departure. One step ahead of you, boss. Monica, we'll come too. Okay. We'll make a move as soon as we're ready. Can I ask you to go on ahead and provide some defense? Of course. Let's get to Vinisog home. I think doing some quests around the city, I don't know which specific ones, were also like a prerequisite for Monica's Hero Ascension quest anyway. Lol. I think she was nibbling on the toy / sucking on it there a little bit. And now that she's done a little bit of that, now she's ready to conk out. So, you know, she's still not feeling like super well. If she was 100% right now, she'd probably keep on nibbling on that like a decent while longer. But, you know, she's still pretty content and such. Had a little bit of a nibble, and then now it's time to conk out. But yeah, so use the same degrees for alcohol. The cheap ones taste like trash, so you mix it with Coke and drink it. Oh, actually, I want to ask. No, I don't drink, but if I came to visit and offer you one single glass of wine to celebrate your visit, would I join you in it? probably not. I'm sorry. Or a Boris. So, I'd take a sip. That's as far as I'd go, most likely. So you're the ones who stole these armory units. Why did you come out here? Shouldn't have come here. I'll just turn this off for now. I want independence from the city. We should apologize for the crudeness of our departure. But we'd like you to leave us in peace from now on. Did you talk this through with Monica? I'm sorry that this might get a bit violent, but I'll have to ask you to leave now. Or else I'll hold my arm up at you a second time. Oof! Maybe I'll feel more like chatting when your automatons are all lying in a neat little scrap heap. Alright. I can just auto battle this one, right? Also, hello, Mud the DM. Focus attacks, auto battle, yeah. I'm not playing the video game. Not right now, at least. I'd rather just chill. My goodness, that's loud. My goodness, does that look loud in OBS? In OBS, it looks just fine. I'll just adjust my own volume in that case. But yeah, Hedgehog Weasel loves chewing noise while eating. I believe him, and not the kind of thing that I was expecting to hear. But yeah, we're good enough for you as long as it's something. Yeah, it's funny considering my my dad is was involved with the what the Crab was involved with the beer industry. He wasn't planning on like the beer industry being something that he pursued. But back when my parents lived down in Texas, he, the way that he describes it to me is he said that the beer there tasted like horse piss. So he started getting into like making his own. And one thing led to another. And here for a while, here back in the land of Canada, he was the head brewer of this one place for a while. Before the freaking owner, like, was not paying people that he needed to pay, like, you know, the farmers that he was getting grain from and stuff like that. Oh, they're doing a chain attack. And the business went under. Don't start. Why? But why, though? Why are you doing this, computer? It doesn't make any sense. Whatever. The computers aren't good at chain attacks. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. It's no biggie there. That business went under. So he was the head brewer there, and then he started becoming the head brewer of this other place that was like downtown, and that wound up being a really good gig for a while. But then the owner of that place got an offer in like the next province over that he couldn't turn down, and he put like his friend in charge of the current place there, and that person laid off like 80% of the staff, and instead of, wow, 1 point short, are you kidding me? Whatever. No, like it's a super big deal there. And then that new owner, that new manager there, he, after laying off all that staff, he was like, yeah, all these different beers that we made, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Let's just do like one type of canned beer and that's it. So that happened. So that happened there. And so my dad lost that job after that. Fun fact, some of the beers that he made while working at that place were ideas that I came up with. Like, one of their really popular summer beers there, it was called Mango Tango, and I was the one that suggested that to him. I was like, what if you had like a summer kind of beer that was like mango flavored and stuff? Because at the time I had like a really favorite mango juice that I really liked to drink. So they started playing into that, and they started making like a summertime mango beer, and it was apparently one of their more popular ones. So I can say that a beer that I came up with was like, I didn't write the recipe for it, but I can legitimately say that a beer that I came up with was like a popular summer beer for a little while. Of course, it's not manufactured anymore because a new owner came in and laid off all the freaking staff there. But anyway, after that, rather than working at a new brewery place, he started working as a contract brewing company, which essentially means it's really, really expensive to like get your own brewery going and like your own like large brewing equipment. And like, if you wanted to get your own small brewery going and get all the equipment, that'd be like $500,000. Like, it's not really feasible. So he started doing a contract brewing company, which essentially means like you're the one that has like all the kegs and, you know, manages the inventory and stuff. But where the stuff is actually brewed is at other breweries that you don't own. You essentially rent them out. You essentially pay to like rent out breweries and have your product brewed there for you to do stuff there. So, on my 18th birthday, with 18 being the legal drinking age here, it's not a cutscene, I guess I go over here. The moment I was legal drinking age, the day I turned 18, I spent 10 hours long in a bar. I didn't have any alcohol to drink. I was working 10 hours on an assembly line for my dad's contract brewing company at the time. And I, like, completely dissolved my hands so much. Because where I was, for the most part, on the assembly line was sanitizing the bottles in this, like, big container of sanitized water to, you know, make sure that all the dust in the bottles is, like, gotten out and it's clean and sanitized before it gets filled with beer. So, by the end, my hands were, like, half dissolved and all plasticky feeling and weird. I have a picture of it around somewhere. My hands had, like, this weird texture over it. But anyway, when I was legal drinking, I just spent 10 hours in a bar for my dad's contract brewing company. So he was doing that for a while, but then, you know, his old kind of work mishaps kind of caught up with him. Before he got involved with the beer industry, he was working in HVAC, working on, like, furnaces and ductwork and stuff like that. And when you're working on furnaces, you're freaking around concrete, and he often wasn't using, like, knee pads, anything like that. So he was, like, down on his knees on concrete for the longest time, working on so many furnaces for, you know, so long. And that caught up to him. And, you know, he's all crippled nowadays. He's stuck at home on workers' compensation and stuff. He had one knee surgery done on his left leg. He more recently got the right one done as well for a knee replacement as well. But the left one came loose because they did a shoddy job of it. And now they have to redo the left one. And they decide to just, like, do the right one in the first place before going and, like, redoing the left one and getting in on that whole mess. So he's all out of commission, so we haven't had a contract brewing company for a little while, but we used to have a contract brewing company. Once he's, like, you know, feeling right as rain again, I don't know whether he'd want to, like, start it up again. Like, if he'd want to, like, reopen the business once more. Because, you know, it's not like it was doing, like, you know, flying colors amazingly well, but, you know, it was doing pretty alrighty, our business that we had there. But, yeah, so... And, you know, with COVID and everything, you can imagine how long the wait lists are. It's anywhere from, like, 6 months to a year between surgeries. And, you know, it's very, very all over the place. So, anyway, point is, coming from a household where beer is so much of a theme, he does have his own small brewing equipment, like, that he keeps in the garage out at the lake cabin and stuff, just to brew, like, small-scale stuff just for the household, not, like, you know, a massive ton of stuff to sell commercially. Since I'm in a household where alcohol is so readily available, because I'm the son of a brewer who was literally running his own contract brewing company for a while, it's funny that I have no interest in alcohol. It's pretty strange, and a lot of people find that really strange, considering my dad. But, yeah, anyway, there's that. I just have no interest in alcohol. I just don't really get it. I don't think it tastes all that good, and I think it's just freaking socially acceptable drugs that if it was discovered just today, there's no way it would be legal. And I just have no interest in it. It's just like, why? I just drink water, juice, and sometimes milk, and that's it. That's the only things I drink. I don't even drink anything carbonated. I don't even have Coke or anything like that. So, you know, there's that. What made you want to leave the city? I would have thought you could work it out. You must have heard the story of the old city, built somewhere else, destroyed by Mobius. Yeah, we heard it was destroyed by N there. Yeah, I know the story. We heard about it from Garrett. And there was that Mobius raid. If they ever actually get past their defenses, won't be anything we can do about it. We came to the conclusion that we had no option but to leave if we wanted to stay alive. I see. We don't really care if you accuse us of cowardice. This is our choice for our future. Our aim is to avoid the total annihilation of the city. If we survive, then we can build up our strength. In a few hundred years, we might even be able to tackle Mobius. I understand your point of view. But, as Elder, I have to order you back to the city. But, we aren't trying to stop the lost numbers from fighting. So why? You didn't make any preparations before you left the city, did you? Well, I mean... If Garrett backs you up on this, then you should present your plans formally to the Senate. Oh. I'm not denying your choice, so will you go back and think your plan through? Okay, I'll talk it through with Garrett. You sure haven't just caused a massive spark storm there? Sure you haven't, whatever. If I missaid that. If they can come up with a workable plan, then we can analyze it. The future has many potential forms. They'll probably have sorted something out by the time we settle things with Mobius. I guess, yeah. Sorry to drag you out here. We should head back too. I just now noticed that Noah's eyebrows are like blue as well, like his hair. I know that like a lot of people have like same hair color as like facial hair color. I have brown hair and like my eyebrows and mustache is just black is the thing. It's not brown like my hair. I find interesting there anyway. But yeah, let's just see here. Are you the same way there, Carvia? And Anima, you know, your mom had a knee injury in the doctor, something weird. Now she has to get fluid drink. Jeez. My dad's had to get like knee injections several times, like as time goes by and stuff. It's normal, not a big fan of alcohol, but if you're with friends, you have either a beer or a glass of wine. And yeah, no, I don't have any Coke there. Do like alcohol, but the ones you like are expensive, so you never buy it, even then at best. Drink only on weekends. Gotcha. If any of y'all nerds that were into alcohol were local, and the contract brewing business was still going, I'd freaking say, hey, you want to try out my family's product? You know, is what I'd say. This is its name. You can go find it at the store and stuff like that. But that's not the case nowadays. And, you know, I think it would just have to be local. I don't think we did, like, any shipping internationally, anything like that. It was just a small scale, you know, family business contract brewing company there. Can I send you some beer? I don't know how sending beer over the border there works, but if you ever came and visited here, Anima, and you ever want to have like some beer that my dad has made, like he'd probably be glad to treat you to some beer there. I don't know how much, like how often he's brewing nowadays, like being in his crippled state and stuff. He doesn't do it like as often, but I think he still casually does some stuff here and there. Most you've ever had was truly with friends. Most I've ever had was like a sip. I think the most I ever had was a sip of the Mango Tango. That was my idea, and I was like, it's okay, but it's not really for me. But apparently people generally liked it, was the thing. Also, when we started our contract brewing company, he couldn't use the exact same recipe because even though he was the one that wrote the recipe, the company that he worked for before that laid off 80% of the staff technically owned it, even though they refused to make it anymore. So there was that. So you can't find any Mango Tango here in Alberta anymore. I don't know, Dudo there. But yeah. Let's just see here. I mean, might like something like Twisted Tea. I mean, I don't really like tea if it's a type of tea, is the case there. And actually, you do have same hair and facial hair, but since you dyed your hair, it's now unmatched. Now it gets slightly unmatched, kind of like me, but in a more vivid way if it's like a dyed spicier color there. Anyway, let's just see here. Well, not the Collectopedia. Apparently, I think this is one of the ones that you have to do for Valdi's hero quest is like a prerequisite anyway. So I'll activate this one for now and we can have a look-see or something like that. But yeah, okie doke there, Guzma. You might miss my freaking discussion about stuff today that you might find interesting. It doesn't matter that much. But yeah, I'll probably do a smidge of this here and then like start hero quest stuff or ascension quest stuff, whatever the heck, and then talk about stuff going on today and stuff. Let's say it has something to do with that there and stuff. Let's see here. But cucumber lemonade slaps, at least the one you've had at Cheesecake Factory. You've been craving it. I don't think I've ever had a cucumber lemonade. But yeah, why is every mango flavored thing called Mango Tango? I don't know. But I guess you know, rhymes. It's a catchy name there. Dye it red without bleaching. Right now it's more yellow, like orange color. Huh. Hello, Nishara. How are things going today? Got a report from the scout party sweeping out the mountain route to Raybell Tableland. Seems like there was some brave, fierce clashes between Kevis and Agnes there. I'll have a hard time getting through that way, let me tell you. Someone that has something new to say over here and stuff. But yeah, let's see here. It was because I was rambling, Guzma, and then now it's up where I can't see the thingamabob anymore, where I'd have to like scroll up because I wanted to like finish the discussion, and then I got to stuff in chat. So I just went from like whatever was at the top there because I have limited space up there. I can show the display in case anyone wants to see like the TV there. Is this hold on, whoa, wait here. What is this set to? Let's set this to, yeah, I can set this to display for a hot second. This is my TV screen that's, like, above there. This is what I read chat from. It's that screen right there. And, you know, I can only see so much stuff there. So as I was rambling, it got like this and stuff. And to see more, I'd have to scroll up and stuff. So I saw that you put, like, a bunch of stuff there. But, you know, since I was in the middle of rambling, it went up to the top. And now it's freaking a lost to the void harder than the chances of another Metal Gear game ever happening, you know. It's sometimes it be like that. is kind of the case there. But yeah, doing good. How is the Dogo doing? The Dogo's recovering pretty well here. She's been on antibiotics since, well, since, you know, we found out that she had pancreatitis a couple days ago. But, you know, she's, taking well to them. She's a bit bummed out that she hasn't been getting any other treats than, like, her regular meal and bedtime treat there. Because, you know, we want to take it easy on her there while she's still recovering and stuff. So, you know, she hasn't been too impressed about that, but she's gradually getting back to her usual self here, so it seems like she's recovering from that there. But yeah, let's see here. Never been to Cheesecake Factory? It's like super expensive by you. So you're like, yeah, maybe on occasion you'll go. Expensive, only go for special occasions, but it's so good, would recommend for sure. I wonder if there's a Cheesecake Factory around here. I've heard the name before. I have definitely heard the name before. But yeah, nuclear unlimited space. Sorry about that then. Are you rambling too much? It's a conversation about beer. Is what everyone was. Oh, so just talk about other stuff there as I was talking about beer. Well, you know, after you mentioned, you know, having a sip of wine there, or having a drink of wine if you came on down, I just decided, I was like, oh, let's have the talk about, like, how I come from, like, a very alcohol-centered household, let's just say, especially with beer. But,
the items that they
you know,
require
I surprisingly don't really have any interest in it. Yes! Yes, finally! But I hope it's tasty, not bland. All about flavor. Don't want to go to an expensive place and the food being terrible. Google to see if they're in Canada. Yes, they are. Summon AB. Well, maybe you'll have to bring me to Cheesecake Factory if you ever come here, Garbia. Oh, phase 2 completed. Thanks, everyone. Phase 2? Meh. So far, our Papa only cobbled together parts on hand. Finally can build all important section. Then phase 3 start. Is finished in no time if we work like this. Why are we so glowy right now? Just wondering, how much further is there still to go? It's finished at phase 10. You what, mate? We say we help. We see through to end. That's me doing, like, playthroughs on this channel. Sounds like someone started enjoying himself. Doesn't it? Oh ho ho! Keep collect material and bring to Rapapa. Dork's going to be the protector we've always needed. A mighty guardian. Yeah? Can't wait for it to be done. Just watch me go. It's missing an arm. That's important. I don't think we have any of that mango beer. I'm sorry to say, Guzma. I don't think we exactly have any, like, at the ready. Mecha friend! Also, Nishar is subbing for 9 months now. I appreciate the 9-month resub there. If you want the pregnant one, yeah, it's a freaking, it's the sub baby, as some people call it. Some people call the 9-month one sub babies.
If I would have been pregnant when I first subscribed to Harmonia, it would be a boy. With long hair.
Would it be? I mean, most babies are born without hair. Apparently I was with a full head of hair, but most aren't. Take good care of her Papa now, won't you, mecha friend? I can see you're just raring to go. Well, I'll do my bits on the pots gathering front too. So there's the next thingamabob over here. But yeah, you're gonna have to treat me to some cheesecake then, maybe, if if you ever come here, Carbia, for like a future frag. Also, speaking about like future frags and stuff, I was hanging out with my little cousins earlier today, and what the older of the two there was telling me was that the venue that we were at for this past Fragapalooza, Fulton Place, that's usually the venue that this other LAN event, Mega FPS, goes on. And apparently they're doing an event this upcoming Halloween, HalloLAN. And it seems like they're planning on going to that for the first time. And he had asked if I was interested in coming along as well. And I was like, huh, okay, maybe I'll come along. Maybe I'll come along for Halloween. I was planning on streaming some Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask for this Halloween. So maybe I just do it out of, like, the same place that we did Fragapalooza. Maybe. Don't want to, you know, say any guarantees right now, so we shall see. Sisters both had hair at birth, huh? So, you know, not a super common thing, but it can happen there. Yes, I shall Harmonia, nice. Yeah, it sure is one heck of an animation, isn't it, Kuzma? Mecha friend really put shiny metal back into it. As chief, Papa must set example. Can't afford state of left in dust. Currently proceeding on track for phase 3. Free, yes, that's what I meant. Friends bring materials, and Papa give them speedy quick check.
What are we picking here?
So this is like the next thing, huh? So I can see how much each of them does that. Well, I got things. Thank goodness I went around like collecting things and stuff, right? Cool. Material all gathered. Phase 3 now completable. Much thanks. But still require many more material. We'll look forward to help of friends in Phase 4 also. But first, Papa should check quickly on status of Mecha Friend. Yeah, apparently doing stuff for Dork here is how you get, like, a Valdi's Ascension quest. What is it, Rapapa? Oh no, someone Lego'd Mecha Friend. Mecha Friend? Oh no, this is terrible. What happened? Murder. Oh, it's in pieces for maintenance. Don't scare us like that. You only get wrong assumption. Then what's you in a flap about? Meme, I tell you. Parts of Mecha Friend missing. Rapapa lose pieces? Meh, Rapapa have all pieces before I talk to you. Rapapa in trouble. Construction of Dork not even possible without Mecha Friend. And Valdi. It's all fine. Mecha Friend isn't broken. It's broken! I will always think about Xenoblade 1. We can't preclude the possibility that someone took the parts by mistake. Right, let's escort on the colony. Okay, missing parts. So I guess that's a lead up there. I might do a hero quest now, or an ascension quest. That's what I might do. And do this, like, later there. Where's a camp at? But yeah, let's see here. One of the things we wanted to discuss earlier was that America sending another rocket to the moon this upcoming Monday? Not a human-piloted one, is it? I assume just like a something that's manned by AI and stuff. And piloted remotely and stuff. Most likely. Whoa, interesting thing with the camera there. But yeah, do you plan to do all the side quests before doing the final boss or keep them as an optional thing for later? I'll do some of the side quests for now. We're in chapter 7, which I believe is the final chapter. I have 99 ether cylinders. Interesting. But I will for sure unlock every hero before that point. And I have one left. This one here. And I hear that this is one that you have to do like a bunch of convoluted side questing stuff. When I looked it up, I heard that like most of the important things to do, I think, are Colony 4 side quests. So maybe I should go around starting to do like Colony 4 side quests if I'm not losing my mind. I could be losing my mind. I don't know. I'll unlock the level cap for some of these classes right now anyway. I do have Lanz's available. I do have Senna's available. Noah's is just through story progression. And then I don't know where, I don't remember where Tyon's is. I think I read that I should be able to do it at this point though. I believe. Probably do like some ascension quests, but you have at least every hero here. So maybe I should start doing some Colony 4 quests. Also, do you know what I realized when I was like cutting up the last stream into parts? When we were facing off against like Mobius DJ there, whatever the heck. And, you know, getting my ass handed to me, even though I was 10 levels above. I noticed that when I switched to this, I didn't actually have like all my skill slots used. And I feel a little bit embarrassed, not gonna lie. So, you know, I was trying to set up my party to be like, aha! I'm gonna be like all strong, but it's, you know, really sketchy here. I didn't even have all my skill slots used. I'm so dumb. I feel silly. So I noticed that in editing. And I was like, gosh darn it, you know. So there was that, you know. I don't know, critical hit damage there. Let's see here. Let's just see here. But yeah, America, we have money due to inflation. America also, oh, no money due to inflation. America also sending another rocket to the moon. I mean, maybe there's some useful science stuff to know there. Okay, well, I guess everyone else had like skill slots. Maybe it was just Noah. Sending it to the moon, but they're putting a robot there to look over the moon. But it's been something they've planned for the past 3 years. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I'm all for a space exploration kind of stuff. I think it's really neat. I think that that's really neato there, poisonally. Let's see here. So, so what hero quest do we want to do now? Do we want to do Lanz's, Senna, or I have genuinely no idea whose this is. It says required hero Rico and Manana, but I know it's not because their hero quest is tied to something else. Well, hero quest, Ascension quest, the thing that unlocks the stat cap. I don't know whose this is. A mystery hero. Somebody at the sea. I don't know, maybe it's Triton or something. I don't know. So, I'm gonna see free Nupon and freaking vote now on your phones, and I'll just do whichever one has, like, most votes or something. Lands, Senna, or mystery person who likes the sea, as you're saying the sea there. Is the case. Nupon and Colony 30s just seem to do whatever they please, huh? Taking 5 after working 5, snoozing mid-shift, or just plain wandering off. I could just give them dog tags, same as us. Manage your time that way? That would certainly have its benefits. You could monitor their comings and goings with much more accuracy. Friends must be joking. That would evaporate all motivation, like dew from leavenous on warm morning. That's right. Nupon are free creatures, not slaves to core working hours and quotas and tracking lunch breaks. Oh, easy now. Easy, I say. Notice you got ticked off. It's all just a hypothetical. At least the Nupon of Colony 9 all seem to be pretty serious about stuff. Same for Colony Gamma. Our guys and gals took their work more seriously than those in Colony 30. I think it's Valdi's fault then? May well be. Okay, there's some bonus experience there. But yeah, let's see here. Grisba aliens are real. They gotta be real. I'm sure that they are out there. Like, considering how incomprehensibly large the universe is, and the fact that life exists on this planet, which shows that it is clearly possible, the likelihood that it hasn't happened somewhere else out there in, like, the freaking near infinite expanse is, like, next to nothing. So, you know, I feel like it's almost, like, guaranteed that there's gotta be other life out there. Other life within our solar system, that's a lot more questionable. I doubt that there's anything on the moon. I doubt that there's anything on Mars. There could be some very simple, like, cellular life on one of the moons of Jupiter, maybe. Maybe. That'll be something interesting to see in the years to come. But, you know, if I had to guess if there's any other life in the solar system, I'd say probably not if I had to guess, but maybe. Maybe slight chance. But if there is, it would just be like something, you know, really simple, like small little cellular life stuff like that, you know. Not like the freaking aliens that are in Area 51, stuff like that, you know. No way. not stuff like that, you know. So there's that. But yeah, let's see here. I mean, it's really difficult to I'm sure that there is plenty of other life out there in a lot of different ways. Some civilizations that have probably come and gone that are, like, you know, have been around, or ones that have been around a lot longer than us and such. It's just really, really difficult to get past, like, the barrier of light speed. Like, even if you were going at light speed to the nearest solar system to us, I think it's like, what is it, like 4 light years away? So even if you were able to achieve, like, the, in theory, fastest possible speed of light speed, which nothing with matter should be, like, theoretically able to ever hit, then it would take, like, full years at, like, the physically fastest possible speed. So, you know, and that's the solar system closest to us, and I don't think that that one even has any planets that we've considered could potentially be habitable for life, you know. So, there's that. So, you know, if there is any, you know, other life out there that is ever able to achieve actual, you know, travel to significant distant places in the universe, it would have to be, like, with some absolute next level stuff that we can't even comprehend right now, you know, because, you know, it's within our realm of knowledge, it does not seem possible currently. No, some interesting things about, you know, stuff that we sent out in space. The Apollo vessels that we sent out to just, like, you know, fly by the planets and gather some data. Those aren't coming back to Earth. Those are just going out, like, into space, essentially. And at the speed of, like, several times faster than a bullet. I don't remember off the top of my head what the speed was. But even if they were going to, like, the closest solar system to us, it would take, like, some insane amount of, like, thousands of years, something like that. It's insane. But an interesting thing about the Apollo spacecrafts is that they've got a lot of data on them that I think it's like 110-ish something pictures all about our world, about all kinds of different things. And the idea is that if any other life out there one day discovers the Apollo spacecraft, that that they would be able to learn about our world. And if they ever did discuss that, Voyager, am I losing my mind? I'm actually losing my mind. I'm so dumb. I'm spewing lies to you. Like, don't take anything that I have for for real ever again. I'm actually just out here spewing lies. I'm so sorry. You are right. Voyager 1, Voyager 2. I'm dumb. Those spacecraft there. Those flyby craft. They have a bunch of pictures of our world. And, you know, considering how long it takes to travel, like, any distance, and, you know, just generally the likelihood that it would ever arrive on, like, any planet, it wouldn't be possible for Voyager to ever find alien life out there. Alien life out there would have to find Voyager. Like, pick something up and see, like, oh, there's something out there, let's go check out what it is. And they'd be able to, like, find all these pictures and learn about our world as it was. Because it's gonna take so long to travel any significant distance that if alien life ever finds it one day, it'll probably be after, like, humans in general are all, like, long dead. You know, is most likely the case. So it's crazy to think that, like, after our species has probably been, like, long gone, there'll still be, like, a trace of us out there going across the cosmos that, like, some other life might find one day and be able to learn a bit about us. It is worth noting that the information on it is also a bit selective. Like, they specifically decided not to include any images that show anything relating to war, religion, a couple other things. But war and religion were the two big ones that they didn't include any traces of on that. So, but yeah, there was that. There was that. Because Apollo was for the moon year, cultist space exploration mind. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I'm actually just silly. I've had a freaking crazy day. I'm getting things all mixed up. But yeah, let's just see there though. Wait, what? So pretty much extraterrestrial life would have to make things that go faster than the speed of light. Yeah, and that, in theory, is not possible as far as we are currently aware. So, if there is a way, that'd be neat. That'd be neat, but we don't really know right now, you know. Is the case. So, you know, we shall see. Well, I'm finding a planet way back that's made completely out of diamonds? Huh, interesting there. You know, whenever anything like that does find a planet, it doesn't mean that it actually arrived at that planet. It just means that, you know, it was able to record information on it by, you know, going in that direction, picking up light from it, essentially. We get most of our information on planets outside our solar system from the incoming light. Is the case. The only planets that we can, like, land on are ones within our solar system. Like, we don't currently have the technology to go out to other solar systems. Like, if we want to do that, we'd either need to, one, figure out how the heck to, you know, freeze people and bring them back to life. Like, we have to figure out how the heck cryosleep works and then just start, like, thousands of years journeys to go out there. Or we'd have to break the light barrier. We've broken the sound barrier, but the light barrier, freaking, how do you do that? How do you do that? You know, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the heck you do that. But yeah, let's just see here. Say in our lifetime, I'd say wouldn't be able to see it maybe millions of years later. What, for, like, discovering other life? We might discover, you know, some simple cellular life on I forget which moon it is of Jupiter. The one that's, like, frozen over. I mean, Jupiter has a lot of moons, but it has, like, 4 main big moons. One of those ones that I'm forgetting the name. Was it Io? It might be Io. I might be losing my mind, though. Like, don't take anything for granted there. Pluto, a planet did get recategorized again. It's a dwarf planet. Is the thing. Is the case there. And then there's, like, there's another thing, like, after Pluto that was discovered. I don't remember when it was discovered. Like, recently-ish in the historical perspective that's, like, after Pluto. That's another dwarf planet, essentially. It's crazy to think that, you know, so many planets in our solar system have only been discovered in, like, the past couple hundred years, you know? But yeah, let's just see here. I think one day we will see some kind of abomination, non-sentient being on some planet that will be absolutely memed by the internet. I don't think we'd ever be able to, like, directly see, like, what's on the surface of another planet from the light that we currently get, unless we can figure out, like, some drastic new way to, like, gather information about, like, other planets, you know? Because most of our information right now is from light. Is the case there. Then I was looking at distant planets that may potentially hold life and it's taking eons to have the space travel, but the planet may be dead or gone. You think Einstein theory? What, just the fact that it would take so long to get there and stuff? Well, a dwarf planet, it's technically not a small planet. It's kind of like, It's kind of moon-like size, essentially, is the case. But, you know, we just count like 8 proper planets in our solar system. Wow, 4 of the rocky ones, 4 of the gaseous ones, and then we got some dwarf planets afterwards and stuff. But yeah, sounds spooky there, Guzma. Sounds rather spooky. But yeah, anyway. I think I only saw a vote for the sea, so I think we're going to the sea and seeing who our mystery person is.